Hi there, everybody. I'm just going to wait until a couple more people join, but welcome to our Connecticut Saves Kickoff event. My name is Luke Fry. I'm the Associate Director of Communication for the Better Business Bureau. We are joined by a ton of Connecticut organizations today who have really teamed up for Connecticut Saves. So again, I'm just going to hold off a few more seconds until we get a few more attendees come in, and then we are going to get started. All right, as I said, my name is Luke Fry. I'm the Associate Director of Communication for the Better Business Bureau serving Connecticut. And I am going to turn it over to our leader for the Connecticut Saves campaign. Her name is Faye Griffith-Smith. She is from UConn Extension. Hi, Faye.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Luke. We first of all want to thank the Better Business Bureau serving Connecticut for hosting this event today. This is our kickoff, and we're also very excited to be with you today. As was mentioned, I'm Faye Griffith-Smith. I'm a financial educator with UConn Extension, and I also coordinate the Connecticut Saves campaign. Today, we are very pleased to have this opportunity to talk with you about a topic that is so very important to all of us, and that is about saving money. Connecticut Saves is a part of the America Saves campaign, which is led by the Consumer Federation of America. Today, Connecticut Saves partners and I are here because we believe in the power of saving to help people reach the goals that they have in life. As a financial educator for UConn Extension, I spend a great deal of time talking with people about saving and how it can improve their financial futures. And today, you'll have an opportunity to hear from our Connecticut Saves partners as they share a variety of ideas to help you move forward towards reaching your goals for the future. Whether you are hoping to save to buy a car, for further education, for retirement, for a variety of things you want to have happen in your future, a great first step is to be saving and to be saving regularly. So today, what we're going to be doing is talking about different steps that you can take. And one of the common threads is going to be about setting a goal for your financial future, knowing what you want to have happen by when, and writing down a plan to make it into reality. We know that people who write down their goals are twice as likely to actually achieve them. So just writing down your goals is a huge step. So why don't we go to our next slide? And as we turn to it, what I want to share with you is that Connecticut Saves is all about encouraging people to save for what they want in life. And what I will also wanted to show you is here are the logos of our Connecticut Saves partners. And I want to thank each of the partners for participating today. They too share this common goal of encouraging others to save for their financial future. And we give so many thanks to the partners and the efforts they've made to be here today. So I would mention there's Groton Bank. There is the Connecticut State Department of Banking. We also have the Connecticut State Library, as well as HRA of New Britain, the Better Business Bureau serving Connecticut, and CAUSE, the Connecticut Association for Human Services. So thank you for being with us today. And the last thing that I would like to share is that if by chance you work with a school, a university, a financial institution, a community organization or government agency, and you also share the idea and have a passion for encouraging people to save, we encourage you to reach out to us so that we may be able to work together with your organization and our Connecticut Saves partners on encouraging savings among people throughout our state. And with that, I would like to turn it over to our next speaker.
All right, thank you, Faye. Just one moment, Amanda. We also would like to encourage consumers to take the Connecticut Saves or the America Saves pledge. So how you can do that, you can go to connecticutsaves.org, or you can actually text CT Saves to 877-877. And what that's going to do is help you sign up. Like they said, you know, people who write down or, you know, set a specific savings goal are most likely to achieve it. So by taking a pledge, you take a pledge to save a certain amount or save for a certain something, and then they will periodically text you, email you, and help you achieve that goal. So each day there are daily themes on how you can save. So you can save automatically, save for the unexpected, save to retire, save by paying off debt, and also saving as a family. So Amanda is going to cover the easiest way that you can save, and that is saving automatically.
Yes, thank you, Luke. So like Luke had mentioned, my name is Amanda Anochi. I am the program manager within the Connecticut Money School of the Connecticut Association for Human Services. And today we are going to talk about saving automatically. Now I know there are many of you who may not find saving or just any concept of personal finance fun, but I do want you to know that there are a number of ways that you can make it as painless as possible. So when it comes to saving, you can look to reducing costs. If you shop at CVS, Target, Walgreens, they give you automatic coupons that you can apply towards your purchases. If you don't have time to cut coupons out of, you know, the Sunday paper, maybe you can try apps like Ibotta. My friend actually got me onto this one, and it is incredibly easy. All I do is scan my receipt from whatever store, and the instant savings come into my little cart. If you have not yet joined the mass exodus, leaving cable for subscription TV, then maybe you should consider. So judging by how many channels you actually watch of your cable TV package, you can you can ultimately cut that out and sign up for Netflix or Disney Plus. If you have children, you can sign up for Discovery Plus. There's a number of different things that you can do for a fraction of the cost. Another option that we have on the screen here is automatic savings. So for those of you who are working, you can have a portion of your paycheck go directly into a savings account. So whether that is from your paycheck to savings or your paycheck to a 401k, or if you want to make a schedule for yourself to deposit certain amount of money every month to a Chet or to any kind of account of your choosing, let's say vacation. Everyone needs a vacation right now. So you can set that up, and it'll be easy to transfer the money within your bank to another account within the same bank. Again, utilizing technology. So apps like Acorn could also help you to take your spare change from purchases that you make and putting that automatically into a savings account you set aside. Okay. Now, this next mention is something that everyone on this call and everyone watching can do, even my fellow panelists. If you have not heard of Alice Saves, I do suggest that you go to the URL that's listed on the screen, www.savorlife.org/cause. With that, there has been a financial incentive program created by the United Way. And what it is basically incentivizing us to save. So for every $20 that you put into your savings account, they will give you $10. So after 6 months, you've saved $20 each month, you get $10 additional, so that's $60 for doing what we should already be doing. Now, if you need individualized support, so let's say that you have a goal in mind, a financial goal in mind, but you just don't know how to go about completing it, well, then you can go to cause.org and sign up for our free financial coaching. Again, that is one-on-one individualized help to support you in reaching your goals. Now, I know I went a little fast. I only have so much time, but I do suggest that you rewind and watch this part over if you need to, and check out the URLs I mentioned. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Amanda. And next, we're going to be talking about saving for the unexpected. So all of those unexpected expenses that pop up, and we have Tori Hamilton, who is here and who's going to tell us about this. Hi, Tori.
Hello, Luke. Thank you so much for the introduction. And what a wonderful event this is. I'm so glad to be a part of it. My name is Tori Hamilton, and I am the Bank on Connecticut Program Coordinator with Connecticut Association for Human Services. And today I'd like to talk to you about saving for the unexpected. I'll preface it by saying this. The pandemic has taught us something. Expect the unexpected. So what I want to share with you is some tidbits that you can use to start that process. So as the slide shows, what are unexpected costs and why is it important to save for them? It's important for you, if you find yourself with an unexpected expense, to go back and work with the existing partners that you have now. So if you have a credit card, then you need to work with that credit card company on repayment options, letting them know that you have some financial issues, right? If you have any items that are not in need in your possession, an old car or things of that nature, you might want to consider selling that item to meet your financial goals. If possible, earn extra income. There are options, especially with the online advent, where you can never leave home and earn extra money. And I suggest you look at outlets such as that. If you decide that you need to have a loan, you need a short-term loan to address the unexpected expense that has come up, I suggest that you really look at the terms of the loan and try your best to work with a federally insured bank or credit union for that short-term loan. A budget. A budget is a savings plan, but that plan can always alter based on family needs. So if you find yourself financially strapped, go back to that budget and try to live below your means and cutting out any expenses that could be considered frivolous or not needed at the time. We suggest when you have a financial unexpected expense to really tighten your budget. If you're employed, you can ask your employer for a payday advance. But the goal for this is to make sure that you're prepared for the next time, because as I mentioned, you really need to expect the unexpected when it comes to finances. Again, my name is Tori Hamilton. If in fact you are interested in learning more about the Bank on Connecticut program and how we connect the and underbanked to safe and affordable accounts with no overdrafts, another savings that you could have in your life, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, Tori. And as you see too, everybody's email and contact info is in your chat box if you have any questions for people after our presentation is over. So now we are going to be talking about saving to retire. So a lot of importance on, how much are you going to have or how much do you need by the time that you are retired? And I invite Miria Gray from Groton Bank to tell us about that.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Miria Gray. I'm the Community Education Officer at Groton Bank, and we're going to be talking a little bit about retirement because it's really important to be saving for retirement as soon as you possibly can. Most people will find that Social Security is not going to be enough to get you through those retirement years, so it's really important to understand what your options for saving for retirement are. So the first thing is the 401k, and that's a retirement savings and investing plan that employers offer. It gives the employees a tax break on the money that they contribute, and contributions are automatically withdrawn from employees' paychecks and invested in the funds of the employees' choosing. And you would have the option to work with their financial planners on that. Many companies will do a 401k match, and if at all possible, you should definitely be taking advantage of 100% of that employee match, because usually it's like maybe 2, 3, 4%. So basically that's free money for you from your company for retirement. So absolutely be taking advantage of those things. So the next things we're going to talk about are IRAs. And IRAs is their individual savings accounts that you would set up for yourself. It's an individual retirement account. It's a tax advantaged account that individuals use to save and invest for retirement. And you can establish either a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. And small business owners, there is one for you. It's called a SEP, or a simple IRA, but you should definitely be talking with your financial planner about that. But so what's the difference? The difference is a traditional IRA, in most cases, that the person's taxable income decreases by the amount of the contribution, and it's tax deductible. So meaning that you're going to get to claim that on your taxes. A Roth IRA contributions are not tax deductible, but qualified distributions are tax-free. So they're basically, the first one you pay the taxes up front, and the second one, the first one you pay your taxes at the end. The second one you pay the taxes up front. So it's really important to understand the difference between those two things. But you contribute to a Roth IRA using your after-tax dollars. So you've paid those taxes up front so that you don't pay taxes at the end. A traditional IRA, you pay taxes at the end. And you will need to talk to a financial advisor to figure out what is best for you. And so it's really important to have a financial advisor to help you create a plan for meeting your financial goals. They're going to sit down with you and talk about, what is your goal for retirement? What do you think that you want to do? And they're going to help you save more wisely, invest wisely, and reduce your debt. They'll make sure you stay on track, and you'll be able to ask them questions as you go. So it's important to have a financial advisor that you trust, and you can absolutely find one out there. And so thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions about saving for retirement, please feel free to reach out, and we will be happy to connect you with somebody that can give you more information.
All right, thank you, Miriam. All right, next we're going to talk about save by reducing debt. So some people aren't sure, if paying off debt is really saving, and it is. And we have Kathleen Titsworth here from the Connecticut Department of Banking, who's going to tell you why it's important to save by reducing your debt. Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, thanks so much, Luke. We've heard some great information so far, and there's, as Luke said, there's so many different ways to save, and reducing debt is a way to save. In fact, reducing debt is the #3 savings goal, according to the America Saves campaign, right behind saving for an emergency and saving for education. So why is it important to reduce debt? Well, you know, saving on interest and avoiding late fees are two of the top reasons. Interest, we all know if you charge an item, let's say you have items on a credit card, you charge an $100 item and you're not able to pay it all right away, well, there's interest. And depending on what your interest is, it could affect how much you actually pay and how many months it takes you to pay. If you don't pay it all off at once, that $100 item could easily be $125, $150, $175. You could nearly in the end be paying double. So it's really important. It's sort of a sneaky way of saving because you're avoiding those extra fees. You can improve your credit score. We're going to talk about your credit history in a moment, but also reducing stress. Sort of a hidden silver lining for reducing debt is we all know the stress level that happens when there is any type of debt, and when it compounds and compounds and your debt just keeps growing and you don't feel you can get from under it, it could be very stressful for people and even affect your health. So there's ways to reduce your debt responsibly. The first one is to try to keep those balances low on your credit cards. In fact, really try to just put on a credit card only what you can afford, only buy what you can afford. It's kind of simple. We're sort of going back to basic budgeting, but keeping those balances low helps, as I mentioned before, that interest, those fees from accumulating. You want to pay off as much as you can to that debt, whether it's credit card debt, whether it's loans. You want to pay that down as much as you can, but most importantly is pay on time, because you're avoiding late fees, which again is just an extra payment that you really don't need to pay, because the only reason you're paying it is because you were late in the payment. So try to pay on time. It's so important. And one way to do that, we talk about saving automatically, even with saving for retirement. You could do that automatically, as Maria said, through your contributions to the different retirement accounts. But you can set up automatic payments to ensure you are at least paying your minimum on-time payment for your credit cards, for your mortgage, for car loans, student loans. If you set that up automatically, then if you forgot, well, okay, you can catch up and pay more, but at least you've paid that minimum and avoided those late fees. Tori mentioned earlier about contacting your credit card companies if you have an issue, and I highly encourage that. They want to hear from you. In fact, sometimes if you know you're going to be late and you contact them, they will eliminate a late fee. So it's always good to reach out to your creditors, and you want to try to avoid payments going into collection. Okay, those are all very responsible ways to try to reduce your debt. Now, I talk here about monitoring your credit report, and why do we bring that up? Well, our credit history is a huge part of the effect of how much interest we may pay on whatever credit we get, whether it's loans, whether it's credit cards. And your credit history, actually, the better your history, it affects you qualifying for loans, getting credit cards, but even things like getting cellular service. I tell a lot of the young people that they forget that. You know, everyone wants their iPhone, but in order to get a good rate for your cellular service, you want to show you've had good credit history. Even renting a car, getting a job as well. The better your credit score, the lower your interest rate will be. And again, that goes back to how it affects reducing your debt, because you're paying less. You can get your free report at annualcreditreport.com. We're allowed one free report a year from each of the 3 credit reporting bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. In fact, right now during COVID and through most of the month of April, you can actually check your credit report for free each week. So you don't have to wait. If you've already checked all 3 this year, you don't have to wait till next year. You can actually check a little bit more frequently. And that's because a lot of people are taking advantage of federal relief programs. You want to make sure the information on your credit report is accurate. It's so important because anything that is inaccurate could, again, be affecting your credit score, which could affect the interest that you may be paying on your credit cards or on your loans. And you could dispute any errors you see with the credit bureau. And we also suggest contacting the company itself. So if you have an issue with your Macy's card or with a Kohl's card or with a certain student loan company, reach out to those companies directly as well as contacting the credit bureau. So finally, you know, a lot of people say, I've tried all this, I'm doing my best to try to pay down my debt, and it's just too much and I can't do it myself. Well, we recommend using what are known as credit counselors. And the Department of Banking, where I work, we license credit counselors. We call them debt adjusters. And on the screen there, you see the website. If you go to ct.gov/DOB, and right from the homepage, you can click on Verify License, and it will take you to all the licensees, and you would go to Debt Adjuster. And what these debt adjusters or credit counselors do is provide counseling for people faced with significant debt, actually any type of debt, but they give you advice on managing your money, help you set up a budget, help you come up with payment plans, offer educational materials, often workshops. They're generally nonprofits. There may be a nominal fee, but it's generally not much because they really want to help you out. And they'll help you establish those debt management plans. So there's definitely always a light at the end of the tunnel, I tell people. If there's debt, and if this is your main focus of you want to save by reducing your debt, it's possible. It helps you save on interest and fees. You can establish good credit and reduce stress and take control of your finances. So remember that reducing debt is saving. I want to leave you with that. I also want to put in a plug for taking the pledge. I did it by texting, and I got a notification today. In fact, I signed up for the pledge last year as well. And on a regular basis, you get texts coming with great reminders. It even gave reminders about the your stimulus payments. So I want to put in a plug for that. So thanks very much.
All right, thanks, Kathleen. I just want to remind everybody too, we are at our approximate halfway point, and we are doing a trivia after everybody has presented, and we do have a few prizes to give away as well. So hang in there. We have a few more presenters. Next, we're going to be talking about saving as a family and why it's important to have your kids join in those savings goals, and some great examples about, you know, places in Connecticut where you can also save as a family. So I invite Gail Hurley, who is from the Connecticut State Library, to tell us about how we can save as a family.
All right, thanks so much, Luke, and thanks for hosting today. My name is Gail Hurley, and I'm from the Connecticut State Library. And we are also just so pleased to be one of the partners with our other colleagues here today in the Connecticut Saves campaign to help promote good savings habits. So as Luke says, my theme today to talk about is saving as a family. So first, it's important just to sit down as a family, have some good snacks in front of you, and just talk about what's important to you all and the ways that the family can work together to either lower some of your expenses and how to save money. And just besides resources being available for adults, there are many books, online resources, and games that teach kids and teens about money as well. So as a family, you want to decide on what you'd like to save for and set a goal. So do you want to save for maybe a new car or to take a family vacation? You may want to be saving just to have that good emergency fund available. Or you may have some bigger needs, such as saving for college expenses and also maybe even for purchasing a new home. But whatever you decide, As Kathleen and others mentioned, take that America Saves, Connecticut Saves pledge. It's a great tool to have you, to let you, stay on track with your goal. So in terms of making a plan, obviously a goal is a great way to start, but it is very helpful to actually have a plan. If you do not have a savings account, be sure to open one up at your local bank or credit union. And a great way to have the family involved is to also always, bring your kids along to the bank, see how, they can see how you actually, deposit money into your savings account. And then if they haven't had accounts yet, make sure you set up accounts for them as well. Kids savings accounts are a great thing to have, especially during birthdays or special occasions where family and friends may often give money instead of a gift. So instead of spending it, you'll have a place right away to deposit it right into and then watch that grow. And then for teens, with their, getting first jobs and so forth, make sure they have a place to actually deposit their, paychecks to and see their savings grow as well. So another key part of your plan will be also to set a budget. So again, look at your income and expenses and make a plan as to how much you can really put towards that savings goal each month. And like I mentioned before, there are lots of physical and online resources and tools, including budget worksheets that you can download or print. And then I definitely want to talk about, being from the library field, how your local public library can save you money. So using your local library either in person or online is just a great way to save your family money. Not only can you borrow the traditional books and movies for free, but libraries also have audiobooks, ebooks, and many have streaming services as well for free. And they also may have free or discounted passes to some of the museums or local attractions in Connecticut, as well as some of the surrounding states. Libraries offer free programming for children, teens, and adults, including maybe story times, concerts, and free classes to learn new skills. There are also free online resources that the state library and your local library provide to you, such as homework resources, newspapers, job and career help, and many others. So just remember, a library card is a very powerful tool in your family's savings belt. So don't forget to take advantage of it. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Gail. We also have other partners of our Connecticut Saves campaign and other financial resources available in Connecticut. So I'd like to welcome David McGee, who is from the HRA of New Britain, and he's here to tell us what resources are available from HRA to help you achieve your financial goals as well. Hi, David.
Thank you, Luke, and thank you, other panelists. I'm happy to be here, and I certainly embrace what Faye Griffith-Smith mentioned regarding America Saves and our common goal of helping individuals and families save. There are agencies like HRA of New Britain around the state that offer similar programs that I'm going to discuss. And I am the assets management coordinator here at HRA. Essentially, my job function is a financial coach. We are a financial opportunity center, and our mission and goal is to help individuals, low and moderate individuals, build assets and provide some type of financial stability for themselves and their families. And we do that through three areas: income support, employment coaching, and financial coaching. And so financial opportunity centers are across the country, and they have some best practices that we ascribe to, and again, other agencies across the state offer similar programs. And income supports, what I should say before I begin is that the whole end game is to help individuals increase their net worth and increase their net income. So our whole focus is on getting people to increase their net worth and increase their net income. And when we find that we bundle the services such as income support, employment coaching, and financial coaching, we kind of move the needle to a point in time where people are feeling confident in their abilities, their knowledge, and build a foundation, a financial foundation for themselves. So under income support, you'll find that a VITA center provides an income support. VITA centers, and that's our flagship state program here at HRA, provides free income tax service for low and moderate income individuals. And I have to give credit to the many volunteers that come in and provide neighbors, you know, friends, people that you see in your community are in the VITA centers, trained by the IRS to provide free tax preparation versus a paid preparer. Income support also includes food stamp enrollments, energy assistance, rental assistance. That translates into savings. And so what we try to do is translate that savings into asset building. We try to provide a seamless service. And so that same individual that comes into the VITA Center will also have an opportunity to work with an employment coach where they will concentrate on a career, not a job, not simply a job, but a career to increase their income. So again, we are trying to get people to increase their net worth and to increase their net income by focusing on career objectives, by exploration and value alignment. And the same thing goes into financial coaching. We are looking for a long-term relationship. And I define that by, if you look at income supports, that's typically transactional. You come in, you fill out an application, you get your energy assistance, you get your rental assistance, but we are looking for more from individuals by having them engage with us in a long-term process. So primarily you're with the financial coach for a very long time until you reach your desired goal. So what we help is help you realize and take advantage of some of the resources that Kathleen talked about, that Gail talked about at the public library. We help put the pieces together. There are different formulas that we embrace, that we find work, such as, you know, you learn, you earn, you save, and you invest. We take you through that spectrum as a coach, and we're there to help guide you and support you. So I just wanted to introduce you to some of the resources that are out in the community. HRA is a financial opportunity center. You can find others in the community. COS was online earlier. They provide a lot of the similar services. 211 is out there to help you find these kind of services and the support to help you build assets, saving, building credit, and all of those things that are going to help you find a financial footing. Thank you, Luke.
All right, yeah, thank you, David. So I'm also going to talk about BBB. Again, I'm here with the Better Business Bureau of Connecticut, and we do a lot about scam prevention. And you might say, well, what do scams have to do with saving? Well, if you aren't getting scammed, you're not losing money, and then potentially you can have more to save. And BBB is also all about educating consumers on how to be a smart consumer, so not losing money, not being scammed. Gail talked about how to save as a family, and you could be saving up to go on a trip, to possibly purchase a pet. You know, it was a pandemic, a lot of people being at home, you know, possibly adding a pet to your family. And if you were saving up with your children to purchase a pet, and then found yourself in a pet scam, you've lost everything you just saved money for. And it can be extremely emotional for a lot of people and children if you are scammed. I would say pet scams were the #2 scam we saw in all of 2020. And on average, people in a pet scam lose about $800. So it's definitely not something you want to have happen to you. BBB has a great resource online. It's our bbb.org scam tracker. You can see what scams are happening in Connecticut, in your town, and even all across the country. So that is a great tool. Also, if you've been scammed, please tell us about it. And you can also put that scam on Scam Tracker. We also take complaints towards all businesses in Connecticut and help consumers that way as well. And then also, I just wanted to share this great graphic I found on Connecticutsaves.org. I encourage you to go on there, learn more about Connecticut Saves and America Saves. And it's actually a great chart about, how to possibly use your stimulus checks. A lot of people potentially, again, if they don't need it for immediate bills, are kind of confused on how they can really apply it in the smartest way. So this is a great chart to kind of, guide you towards how you can possibly apply your government checks to a smart financial goal. And now I'm going to turn it over to Miria again, who is going to conduct our trivia.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to do some trivia. So if you can log in on your computer, your smartphone, whatever kind of device that you're using. So you're going to plug into the URL crowd.live/HSYRX. If you don't want to put the last part and you can just go to crowd.live, it's going to ask you for the trivia game code. And that trivia game code, it's the HSYRX. So I am going to go ahead and give everybody a chance to get logged in. We're going to do 6 questions. The winner will get a $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card. Second and third place runners will each get a $5 Dunkin' Donut gift card, and we will mail those to you. So if you win and you're going to see where your standings are, please make sure that you email Luke at lfry@thect.bbb.org so that we can mail you those gift cards. It's going to ask you to name yourself. So when you name yourself, make sure you name yourself something that we can identify you with. So we're not wondering who's gone ahead and won. So I will give everybody a couple of minutes to get logged in. Our panel speakers can feel free to go ahead and play too if they want to. It's it's a really fun way. So once I think that we've got everybody logged in here, I will start a countdown. It will give us 10 seconds before it shows us what the first question is. The first question will then show up on your screen. So I will give everybody just one more second. It looks like we're kind of getting people logged in here. Oops. All right, so is everybody good? If you need another minute, go ahead and type it into chat. If you're having a hard time getting logged in, go ahead and type that into chat. We can help you. And again, this is meant to be fun, so don't fear. Okay. So I am going to hit the 10-second, let's get us a start here, and we will get going. So I'm going to hit the ready to start countdown. Okay. All right, hold on. Here we go. You should see on your screen it's counting down and you'll get the first question. So you'll have 20 seconds to answer this first question. The sooner you answer, the better score that you will have.
Do you mind reading off the questions then, Miriam?
Oh, yep, absolutely. So the first question was, what is the easiest way to save? And then you should see the correct answer on your screen in just a second. I think everybody got their answers in. So it's going to give us a second. All right. And the correct answer was B, automatically. All right, so our second question here is, what is an example of an unexpected expense? Is it A, high credit card bill, B, rent that you forgot about, or C, car breaks down and repair costs? Okay, so the correct answer for number 2 was the car breaks down and repair costs. High credit card bills and rent that you forgot about are things that you should know about in advance. So great job. Question 3. What is the main difference between a traditional and a Roth IRA? Is it A, Roth IRAs are not taxed when you withdraw, or B, traditional IRAs are not taxed when you withdraw? Okay, and our time has run out. So the answer is A, Roth IRAs are not taxed when you withdraw, only because you pay taxes in advance. Okay, so let's go on to the next question. Question 4. What is a great example of saving as a family? Is it saving for retirement, saving to purchase something the whole family can use, or paying down credit card debt? Okay, great. We have run out of time. So yes, it is saving to purchase something the whole family can use. Saving for retirement is great if you don't have any kids. That would be a good example. But if you do have kids, it would be something the whole family can use. Paying down credit card debt is obviously a good way to help you save, but it's not a great family activity. Okay, question number 5. How can I check my credit report? Any website that offers free credit reports, annualcreditreport.com, or read your credit card statement. Okay, and the answer is B, annualcreditreport.com. That is the place that you can get your annual credit report for once a year. You can get them all at once, or you can get each one of them at separate times, but you can get that once free every year. And our last question, I will take the Connecticut Saves pledge. Is that true or false? All right, so 100% of people said true, so that is amazing. Thank you, everybody. So I will take a look at our rankings. So here are our rankings. They should be showing up on your device now. We have AB, who took first place. We have Deborah, who took second place, and Tori Lynn, who took third place. If you want to please send your name and mailing address to Luke at the email address that is on your screen, we will get those debit cards out, or the Dunkin' Donut gift cards out to you in the mail.
All right, thank you, Maria. That was great. I've never played trivia like that, so that was cool. Thank you, everybody who participated, and thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It is really all of our passion to talk about Connecticut Saves, why it's important, and I think 2021 especially is really an important year to have savings as a high priority, especially after the pandemic last year. In pandemic, we're still seeing, yes, it may be hard to save, due to loss of job or loss of income. However, it is always important to be saving in some way, shape, or form. So just that last reminder, since you all said true to you were going to take the Connecticut Saves pledge, you can do that at connecticutsaves.org, or you can text CT Saves to 877-877. If there's any questions about any of the organizations you heard about today, please type those in the chat or questions box. Right now, I'm going to hang on for a few minutes. If anybody has any questions about resources, other ways to save, please ask those questions again in the questions box, and we will try to get to them. If you want our trivia, please send your address to my email address, lfrey at ct.bbb.org, and we will mail out those the gift cards to those trivia winners. So again, thank you to everybody. Thank you to our Connecticut Saves partners for taking time out of their day and taking time out of their schedule to join us today. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of your afternoon. I don't see any questions coming through. So again, thank you for joining, and have a great America Saves week, everyone.